Welcome to PlayStation Corner, my name is Alex. Today we're going to be taking a look at my favourite PSN deals covering the US, Canada, UK, EU and Australia. 10 games for you all today, definitely a fair few indies in this one as well. Also we'll be doing a giveaway, announcing that shortly here in the video. But with that luck, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews and deals weekly, and let's get started. Before we do get started, a shout out to Royal Match for sponsoring today's video, a match-free puzzle game with cute characters that exist in a colourful world that's perfect to escape the stress and unwind. It's a genre I'm a sucker for, it's available on iOS and Android. It's also free to play, promising no in-game ads. The goal of rebuild and repair the castle and even escape nightmare levels, so if you do want to join me, find a link in the pinned comment down below. It supports Royal Match and the channel directly. Before we do get into the games, then we are giving away two $10 PSN gift cards this week. All you need to do to enter, drop a comment down below and the winners, they'll be announced on next week's video. Also do look to the top left of the screen, I've now included if any of these games are free with the additional PS membership options. First up then, Far Changing Tides. This one, it will be for those that want something a little bit more chill. Think an exploration adventure, minor puzzles where you pilot a ship and remove obstacles. The movement here is unique though, with the ship in particular. You operate buttons internally by moving around, and then the story, it's going to be left to interpretation, so I do want to be wary of any spoilers. It is a stunning world though, with some really creative locations and puzzles, as we can now swim underwater as well. It's a new low price then, that is 30% off, and this, it is a follow-up game, the original equally as impressive, but no experience required to jump into this second one immediately. The Messenger then is a masterpiece. It's here matching the low with 60% off, a unique combination this one. Starts as a more traditional action platformer before transitioning into what is a Metroidvania. This is then accompanied as well with a visual shift that you can jump between dependent on the time, and that is going to be 8-bit as well as 16-bit. The soundtrack though, incredible. There's a ton of upgrades to uncover and abilities. It gets challenging as well, that is for sure, but then the story, a demon army attacks your village and you will journey through what is a cursed world to deliver a scroll and save your clan. This though, no question, it's a must-play game. Tales from the Borderlands then is a quick mention, 25% off, that is matching the low price. Now this one, it's a Telltale release and this world was perfect for it. It's just full of unique and eccentric personalities, and it's a nice spin on the formula, honestly, where the narrative becomes the focus. The overall idea though, follow two adventurers between the second and the third game. One is looking to be the head of a corporation, the other a con artist. Things they naturally go wrong, you'll be joining them though through what is 5 episodes. Wanted to mention this one today because a new entry was just announced at Gamescom and I'm actually really excited for it. Happy's Humble Burger Farm then, I love. It's one of the strangest games I've played in a long time, but think here, Five Nights at Freddy's meets some sort of cooking sim. The idea is you live in this world, you work at the local Happy's, think a McDonald's. It's a monotonous loop though of work and sleep. Is there more going on here though? That is the question, and that's really down to you to uncover. What I do know though is, do not mess up the orders, screw it up too many times, Happy will be out to get you. Very similar in a sense to Five Nights. Really unique again, I had a blast with it. I played it in like 2 sittings. It's just this incredibly strange world and I was like completely intrigued by it. It's matching the low price then here with 40% off. The Last Campfire then is a relaxed exploration game with minor puzzles. You are a lost ember trying to simply find their way home. Stunning world though that I enjoyed from beginning to end. It's not the longest of games, it's been a little while, but if memory serves, right around 4 hours. It's actually though from the team behind No Man's Sky, and it is seriously bite-sized in comparison. I enjoyed the pacing though, it's all very almost feel good, and yeah, it's matching the low price here, that is 70% off. Another bite-sized experience then, Aerial Knights Never Yield, a auto-runner game that gives you reason to head back and try to perfect its challenge. It does attempt a story, but it made honestly very little sense to me, something to do with clones, you're on the run from an agency, but the mechanics, they are sound and I've always been a fan of the genre. I actually picked it up though because on the Switch where I played it originally, it had performance problems at many points towards the end game. Here it's as smooth as you would hope, incredibly stylish as well in not only its visuals, but it's one of the best soundtracks I've heard in a long time. It is absolutely incredible. It's matching the low price then, that is 50% off. Little and Nightmares 1 and 2 then have been bundled together, and this is the first ever sale 60% off. I just wanted to point these out for those that have never, jumped in. They are absolutely worth it. We'll be exploring some seriously creepy locations, from a vessel in the first game to a signal from a tower in the second, but think here puzzle platforming with some, horror elements as well. A few of the stealth moments don't quite work as well, same with the perspective. At times the camera can be a little bit wonky, but overall it's good stuff, and I'm hoping for a third entry sometime soon. Wait till you meet the souls that live here as well, though if you can match their, over-the-top nature. I wouldn't describe it particularly as scary, or at least, not jump scare wise. It's more the atmosphere, it's going to get under your skin. Catherine Full of Body then kicks off the final 3 games, and if you watch any of the channels I run, there is a good chance you'll know how much I like this game. But it's a puzzle game mixed with narrative-driven anime moments. The characters are so good though, and in this world, those that are unfaithful find themselves in a nightmare world during their sleep where they can die. And that is where the gameplay comes in your sleep. It's a puzzle game. It asks you to climb these towers towards an exit, but there's no other game out there, quite like it. These different cubes you're moving around, they do and react in different ways. It's the most recent release, this one, then it adds in a new character and arc to play out. My only request here would have been I wish they'd kept the original intact as well, but I really like it still either way, and it's matching the low price. That is 75% off. Pyre then is a great game, and it comes from a Supermassive. That is the team behind Hades. This is for sure lesser known from their library, and that is a shame because, like their other titles, think Bastion and Transistor, it is incredible. The idea, it's a party-based RPG where you lead a band of warriors to claim their freedom in what is a competition that's taking place in Purgatory. It even packs a 2-player local PvP mode, and it's a really kind of fast-paced, sporting event this. It even packs a 2-player local PvP mode, which is a nice spin, or you can opt for CPU controlled opponents as well. Just another example though from this team of a stunning art design, of writing and music, and while I would recommend a fuller review, get a feel of all the mechanics in the offense, it is, unique, comes recommended, and it's matching the low here, 70% off. This is the next title from them I'd really love to see get a physical release. Alan Wake Remastered, then to close out the video, it gets another new low price here with 45% off. It's a great little remaster with more to come, but this is definitely where you should be starting to learn this character and world. It's not a remaster that fixes anything, rather it polishes those visuals, so do know that going in. Nothing's gonna change your mind if you didn't like it the first time around, but for me though, played it at launch, still hooked me this go around. The story though, we basically have writer's block. Our wife takes us away to help us out. Next thing we know, she is missing, and all sorts of, let's say, paranormal things are occurring around you. The gunplay, it's not great, but outside of that, I love the third-person exploration and location. It's another one I wouldn't consider particularly scary, but it definitely knows how to drive up that tension. And that is the video down. Will you be adding anything to the library this week or holding onto that cash? Let me know in the comments down below. With that then, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews and deals weekly, and I'll see you all on the next video. Thanks everyone.
Hold me tight. Could you hold me tight? Hold me tight.